Emerging concept of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a devastating neurological disease and it is the leading cause of dementia and is affecting more than 26 million people worldwide according to World Health Organization. According to Alzheimer's Association, AD, Alzheimer's disease is its leading cause of death. It kills more than prostate cancer and breast cancer combined. Affect 10% of people over the age of 65 and 50% of the people over the age of 85. In this graph, you can see that women are more prone to Alzheimer's disease as compared to men, and by the age of 65-75, the chance of Alzheimer's disease is increased. This graph shows that the association of Alzheimer's disease, as you can see that the chronic kidney disease, congestive heart failure, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, chronic coronary artery disease, stroke, diabetes, and cancer. These are the diseases which are associated with Alzheimer's disease according to Alzheimer's Association. History of Alzheimer's name. When in 1906, Dr. Alois Alzheimer first described this disease as a peculiar disease. After that, in 1910, Alzheimer's disease named by the Emil Kraepelin, a German psychiatrist who worked with Dr. Alzheimer. And in 1976, Alzheimer recognized as the most common form of dementia by neurologist Robert Katzman. So, what is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is characterized by the presence of intracellular neurofibril tangles comprised of the tau protein and extracellular nucleic plaque comprised of the major microtubules associated with amyloid beta peptide. You can see that the intracellular tau protein and the extracellular amyloid beta peptide is characterization of the Alzheimer's disease. Major milestone in Alzheimer's disease. When in 1984, researcher George Cai'ne and Cai'ne Wong reported identification of novel cerebrovascular amyloid protein known as beta amyloid. In 1986, researchers discovered that tau protein is a key component of tangle, the second pathological hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. The first one is beta amyloid, and the second one is tau protein. However, in 1993, Dr. Gordon team identified apolipoprotein-E (APO) gene which is found in chromosome number 19 as the first gene that raises risk for Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease. This is a picture which shows that the preclinical Alzheimer's disease, mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease, and severe Alzheimer's. What happened? The histological changes in the brain, as you can see in this picture, the shrinkage of brain starts from the preclinical Alzheimer's disease to severity, to severe disease. As you can see this in this diagram also, that the hollow is increased from normal to mild and then Alzheimer's disease cause. Researchers also believe that molecular changes in the brain of people with Alzheimer's disease may begin 2 or more decades before symptoms appear. The above diagram displays the sequence in which a specific biomarker may contribute to disease progression. As you can see this in graph, the amyloid beta peptide 42, which also present in cerebrospinal fluid during the pre-symptomatic. After that, mild cognitive impairment, the level is increased and which lead to dementia. And however, we can also see that the tau protein, which is also present in cerebrospinal fluid. The major symptoms of Alzheimer's disease: increased memory loss and confusion. problem recognizing family and friends, inability to learn new things, difficulty in doing multiple tasks, problem with coping with new situation, hallucination, delusion, and paranoia, and impulsive behavior. It is very a minor language between the dementia and Alzheimer disease. Before they recognize either the Alzheimer or dementia disease, I would suggest to consult with your psychiatrist or doctor that either you have these symptoms which leads to Alzheimer disease, or you have just dementia, or you have just memory problem. So this is a very minor line that your doctor and your consultant will give you the best answer. The symptoms of Alzheimer's disease, a study done in 2050, Alzheimer Association, Women and Alzheimer created. What are the symptoms? I will forget my loved ones. I will become a burden to my family. I want to be able to take care of myself. I will lose my personality and who I am. Though, why does the possibility of getting Alzheimer's disease frighten you, that afraid you that what will happen to you? So this is the short survey-based studies which ask about two men and women these questions, that what things will frighten you or afraid you to Alzheimer's disease. So most common is I will forget my loved ones, and some give answers I will become a burden to my family, and some give answers I want to be able to take care of myself, and I will lose my personality and who I am. Management. Currently, Alzheimer's disease medication and management strategy may temporarily improve symptoms, but because there is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, millions of rupees, billions of dollars are spent using, like in Asia, $125 billion, in North America $213 billion, in Europe $213 billion, is like using for the research and using for the research to identify the major cause and to diagnose this or to develop a new drug. However, drug spending for Alzheimer diagnosis break down by agent like these. Some drugs are using to cure Alzheimer's disease, but not all the drugs have the good effect or the good results. Mostly, like if you talk about the danoprazole, and these drugs are also used for the dementia. And there are so many drugs are using for the breakdown and to understand the whole cure of Alzheimer's disease. Let's talk about the pathophysiology of Alzheimer's disease. Amyloid beta is a peptide generated by the amyloidogenic pathway of amyloid precursor protein, that is known as APP processing. This is a picture of amyloid precursor protein. So this is the amyloidogenic pathway and non-amyloidogenic pathway. As you can see, this in non-amyloidogenic pathway, the alpha secretase, gamma secretase, alpha secretase, these are the enzymes which cut and break down the amyloid precursor protein and degenerate and digest in normal condition. However, in pathological condition, the amyloidogenic amyloid beta peptide not degenerate properly and accumulate, like as you can see the amyloid beta oligomerization process. So the higher concentration which leads to pathological changes, and in a lower concentration in peak leads some physiological role of amyloid beta peptide. As you can see that in pathological role of amyloid beta, impaired neuron cell function, neuron cell death, and induced angiogenesis. However, in physiological condition, these amyloid beta oligomerization cause synaptic plasticity, neurogenesis, and antioxidant. Some modules are used to study the Alzheimer's disease like dog, transgenic mice, an animal ran through surgery or rhesus monkey. Alzheimer disease mice model by stereotaxic frame surgeries. This is a stereotaxic surgery which have done like that's a researcher inject amyloid beta peptide in the brain of rat to cause the Alzheimer disease. What is the process and how it will happen? I will talk about in detail in my next video, not in this video. And before further we proceed, I would like you to please subscribe to this channel so you can get the next video of mine, which I describe the whole process step by step and with a minor steps. Test instrument for muscle coordination. The test instrument use rotor instrument, or for memory test, the best is water mass test to identify the memory. Either the model is have memory problem or not. Instrument techniques. Uh, these are the instruments which we can study further after the injecting of the amyloid beta in red or in any model, Alzheimer models. So we will further study with the help of ELISA for protein level. We have the PCR technique for the molecular level and for immunohistochemistry, and MRI for X-ray or imagining, and bacterial study for completely understand the cell signaling mechanism, the calcium level. With these techniques we can use for the study of Alzheimer's disease. Unanswered questions. Antioxidant, a clinical trial showed that vitamin E and C slow the progression of some consequences of Alzheimer's disease. Researchers investigating whether antioxidant vitamin E and C can slow the Alzheimer's disease. Some studies have suggested that estrogen used by women to treat the symptoms of menopause also protect the brain. Experts also wondering whether use estrogen could reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease or slow the disease. Insulin increase risk of Alzheimer's disease in type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance of the brain or insulin induced amyloid beta pathology. Estrogen. Some studies have suggested that estrogen used by women to treat the symptoms of women also protect the brain. Experts also wondering whether the use of estrogen could reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease or slow the disease. The microvessels neurotoxins can be studied by Alzheimer's examination of endothelial cells from Alzheimer's disease brain tissue. Many working models have been proposed to explain the entirety the pathophysiology of Alzheimer's disease, from the tau and amyloid beta hypothesis to the inflammation hypothesis, but none of these models fully explain or fully incorporate all of these various aspects of the disease. Does the addition of angiogenic growth factors such as FGF or VEGF increase the neurotoxin secretion by endothelial cells? These are the so many questions that are answered, which could be related to or associated with Alzheimer's disease. Can antigenic drugs suppress neurotoxin production? Identification of genes that are uniquely expressed in Alzheimer's disease, which could be a new molecular target of therapy. What are the genes that involve? Other genes that involves which we can inhibit or which we can stimulate to stop the Alzheimer's disease. So many unanswered questions and so many literature survey and so many things are available on the websites or on the journals, and they are discussing so many brain neuroscientists are discussing about what are the basic or what are the molecular, what are the cell signaling mechanisms which are involved in Alzheimer's disease. So these are the current emerging concept of Alzheimer's disease that are highlighted in the field of research of in the field of research and which are unanswered. So I hope you like this lecture and you find some point and in your research that it will be helpful for you to understand the Alzheimer's disease deeply and perfectly. However, as I told you before that I will upload next video for the stereotaxic surgery, how to perform and how to induce the amyloid beta peptide in the brain for the causing of Alzheimer's disease in rat. So I will explain on the next slide. I hope you like this lecture and please subscribe this channel.